You're watching the Western Athletic Conference. It's here on ESPN. It's been home sweet home for the ACU Wildcats, winners of 3 in a row on the home floor. They finish up a 4-game homestand today. It's tough competition. It's the SFA Lumberjacks in town. Welcome to Moody Coliseum, Abilene Christian University. Andy Penny alongside Jaden West. Yeah, for the Wildcats, now 7-6 in conference play. They're on the top side of the standings after this 3-game winning streak. SFA losers of their last 2, but still in 3rd place. And they're a tough opponent. It'll be fun today here in Abilene.
Yeah, I think we have a really great matchup on our hands. Back in December, it was really close as we saw. I think it'll be something similar today. Like you said, ACU has won their last 3. The last couple of games, they kind of got off to a hot start and then let the defense slack off a little bit, and the other team's caught up today. I'm looking for something to stay hot on offense and continue this 3-game winning streak.
You're starting to see some division in the standings. ACU in the 6th place spot at 7-6, but still trying to catch SFA at 9-4. Hey, Jayden, let's look at our impact players today, and they have been good as of late. Addison Martin for ACU, Kirsten Harden for SFA.
Yeah, Julie Goodenough talked about it. Addison Martin worked really hard to get back from that injury, but she's a really great leader vocally and physically, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And for Kirsten Harden, I mean, 26.5 minutes a game. She's really durable, great presence for this SFA roster, and I mean, shooting 55% from the field. Great ball player and really good playmaker for the Lady Jacks.
It'll be fun to watch them on the inside. Hey, let's go courtside to the 3rd member of our team today. It's Courtney String. Hey, Courtney.
Hey guys, SFA and ACU have not seen each other since December of 2023, marking an entire year since the Lady Jacks and Wildcats seen each other face to face. And this is no ordinary game. They are competing to be in the WAC tournament that is fastly approaching in March. And like you guys said, the current standings are SFA in 3rd and ACU in 6th, and this is very important because the top 8 teams get to go to that Las Vegas tournament. Guys, back to you.
It's here on ESPN. It's been for the 89-82 win. Wildcats winners of 3 in a row. SFA trying to stop a 2-game losing skid. Matinee basketball, WAC basketball in Abilene, Texas. About to get underway. It's our impact players, Martin and Harden in the center circle. Wildcats will get the opening possession this afternoon. It's the typical starting 5 for ACU, and a great start for the leading scorer. Peyton Hull, a 3 in the right wing.
Yeah, Andy, it's going to take a lot of that today. We're going to have to continue to see the 3-ball fall for ACU.
We anticipate a whole bunch of points today. Both of these teams averaging 70+. The Lumberjacks 2nd in the conference at 74. ACU 4th in the conference, just shy of 72. 70's the number at least. We think it'll take at least 70 to get the W today. Harden, her first touch on the right block. Front rim, no good. She'll get her own board. Loses her footing, and Claire Traeger the foul. Kirsten Harden on the year, 6 double-doubles, 8 games of 20-plus points. She's been in double figures in all but 2 this year. She's the key for really both teams, SFA offensively, ACU defensively.
Yeah, I mean, for ACU, they're really going to have to play some big defense inside the paint to stop Kirsten Harden.
Zoe Nelson, her first look off the rim. Zoe Jackson, the starting point guard, making her 5th start for the Wildcats. The ball tapped out of bounds, but a great start here. Peyton Hull. Can't leave Peyton alone the 3-point line as she buries her 57th triple of the season. SFA a 2-3 zone. Traeger will try to shoot them out of it, and she will. Great start, back-to-back threes on the first 2 possessions. Traeger, her 13th make from deep on the year. McClement called to try to answer. ACU has been very strong in the first quarter in this 3-game winning streak. They held Utah Valley to 4 points in the first quarter. UTRGV just had 6 points at the end of the first 10 minutes. Addison Martin coming off a season-high 26 versus RGV, draws the foul. Our first free throws today will be for the Wildcats.
Yeah, one thing about Addison Martin, one of our key impact players of today's game that we're going to be looking out for is her field goal percentage. She shoots it well, just over 45%. She's really great for this offense for the Wildcats. Look for that to be a factor today, but like we said, she's got the big Kirsten Harden on her playing defense.
The sophomore, Addison Martin out of Shreveport, Louisiana, getting a season-high 26 versus UT-RGV. That eclipsed her season high of 20 versus SFA over Nacogdoches back on December 2nd. 1 of 2 trip. Harden, an early breather here. She's already sitting on the far side. First look here for SFA, Trinity Moore, the junior who has replaced her. Moore, her first touch, and a turnover on the right side. As Jaden will look at this afternoon's keys to the game.
Yeah, as we mentioned, ACU is going to have to get hot from 3. As you see it there, 3-pointers are going to play huge. They can get on a roll and keep it falling through the net. This could be a good game for the Wildcats and for Stephen F. Austin. Pound it in the paint. They've got some big playmakers in the paint that can help them win this game.
How about another 3 for our key to the game? A 3-3 start from deep. Peyton Hull's got her second. First 10 for the home team today. It's a timeout for SFA. WAC basketball on ESPN. Back inside Moody Coliseum, the first 10 go for Julie Goodenough and the Wildcats. 3 from deep. You get a look at Julie in her 12th season. She won game number 225 in her time here at ACU. She's over 500 in her coaching career, and you know, Jaden, she loves the first 2 minutes of game time today.
She does. I mean, if you're ACU, you could not ask for a better start going out on a 10-0 run, hitting 3 shots from beyond the arc. But for that to continue, they're going to have to get some momentum. Keep an eye out for Stephen F. Austin. Trust me, they're not going to go down without a fight.
ACU is 3rd in the conference in 3 points made on the year, 190, but a 3-for-3 start. Now good defense on the inside as Peyton Hull rips the ball away from Trinity Moore. Right back into the hands of Destiny Lombard. Transition layup. Traeger let her go, and the wise decision. Defense to offense, Destiny Lombard, the senior, transferred from LSU, and SFA has their first 2 of the afternoon. Coach Goodenough told us she anticipated the Lumberjacks would play majority of zone today. As you get a look at Leonard Bishop in his first year with the Lumberjacks. Certainly familiar with the program, longtime associate head coach for former head coach Mark Kellogg, who's now at West Virginia. 8 seasons as the associate head coach, now the man in charge there in Nacogdoches. Martin goes to work against Moore. And the board to Zoe Nelson. Lumberjacks like to get out and run when they can. They're very strong on the inside, and a great extra pass. Moore finishes on the left side of the glass.
You'll see it throughout the day, but really good ball sharing by this Stephen F. Austin team. They are second with assists per game at 16.4. I mean, they like to share the ball, share the rock around, and really selfless basketball team.
Earl a touch, right side, directing traffic against this extended zone. Again, Coach Goodenough anticipated a lot of zone today. Martin will attack, left it short with the left hand. Moore has the rebound. It will be difficult to get second chance opportunities as SFA rebounds so well. On the way to the rack, left it short as Deck. Traeger defends. Martin another touch. Blocked this time, gets a second chance. Repost. One-on-one with Moore. Goes to the right side, gets the bounce, falls out, but whistled a foul. More free throws for Addison Martin.
Not a lot of success inside the paint thus far for ACU, but you see they continue to go, get it into the inside with Addison Martin. She's going to try to put up some baby hooks and see if they can fall throughout the latter part of this game.
Of course, Addison had the 4-game stretch that she missed with the ankle injury. She has been red hot on this homestand. On the year, averaging just over 10 a game, 10.8, but this 3-game winning streak here at home, she's averaging 16. And 26 on Thursday versus UT-RGV. Another 1-for-2 trip. Wildcats the 7-point lead. McClement call. Senior out of Spokane, Washington. This pass off the mark, another turnover. SFA doesn't turn it over very often. As a matter of fact, these teams even in turnovers per game at 16. That one a little unforced. Foul out on the edge. And McClement Call will pick up her first. In SFA, a 2-game losing streak, lost on the road at UT RGV. That's a tough place to play down in Edinburgh. RGV the better. Then lost at home last Saturday to UT Arlington. UT Arlington, one of the hotter teams in the WAC. Had the night off on Thursday. They've had a week since they played that UTA game. Coach Bishop in his weekly press conference said that came at a perfect time, allowed us to maybe step away from basketball just for a second, work on us for a few days before we turn the attention here to ACU today.
Yeah, it kind of just gives them a chance to push the reset button, evaluate where they're at and what they've done really well in the past of the season. And here in this home stretch, they're looking to get hot and then go on a run in the WAC tournament. See if they can make another NCAA appearance.
Moore, nice drop step to the baseline. And Trinity Moore, nice start today. She's got 4. An early substitution, less than 2 minutes in for Kirsten Harden. And Moore has picked up a nice early start here in her first 3 minutes of action. Emma Troxel is in. She wears number 24. Also in Lydia Cook-Wiggins for the Lumberjacks. Martin from the right elbow, got it to go. She was so hot from that spot on Thursday. She hits her first from there today.
Yeah, and she may have to continue to get some looks just like that because inside it's really tough. I mean, we saw Harden come out of the game a little early, but Trinity Moore come in and take her place. She's just as big of a threat at defense inside.
And here's Cook-Wiggins, a deep triple right wing. The bench playing big here for the Lumberjacks early. First shot from deep for the visitors today. Martin, another touch, another jumper, another make. Addison's got 6. Well, that makes her so tough to defend. If she can hit that 12 to 15 foot mid-range, you have to defend that, then she can attack with the dribble. Moore, a deep 3. Got it! Trinity Moore, who averages just 7 a game, has already hit that number. Great start off the bench. 10 of the 12 have come off the bench. SFA's hit 5 of their last 7. Martin blocked by Moore again, her second block. And ACU, after scoring the first 10, has seen the lead squeeze down to 3. Deck will try to squeeze it even more. She'll get to the rim and she'll finish. Kyla Deck at 11.3 a game. Her first 2 today. She scored 24 the first time these two met. And a foul out on the front court. Yeah, Trinity Moore from deep. Don't know if that was in the game plan, but she buries it.
Yeah, probably something you don't expect from her, but coming off this bench and making an immediate impact in the game in the absence of Harden, who went to the bench early. Moore really taking this time to shine and be a big impact here in the comeback after the early lead from ACU.
A transfer from Oral Roberts. Her first season with the Lumberjacks. Martin again, works with Moore. Missed the shot. Moore contested, didn't get the block that time. And now the Lumberjacks a chance to take their first lead. Cook-Wiggins gives to Moore. Give her 2 more. There's 9. And the Lumberjacks didn't take long to get back in this thing.
Really great ball handling there by Cook-Wiggins. Penetrate through the defense and then dish it out to Moore for the small jumper there. And they're out to a lead.
It's a 7-0 wild Lumberjack run. Earl's first triple falls short. Bodies on the floor, whistle, and a jump ball. ACU won the opening tap. Our first possession arrow faces the Lumberjacks. You can see Malay Finau is on the floor. She wears number 35. And Claire Graham for the Wildcats, number 23 is in. And also Meredith Mays will now check in, the freshman who wears number 14.
Yeah, Coach Goodenough brings in Meredith Mays here, trying to become a bigger presence inside. She's gonna have to come up big on defense today for the Wildcats.
Ball deflected, stolen away into the hands of Claire Graham. Numbers here for ACU. Troxel beats the defense back, and she'll finish at the rim. Julie Goodenuff is so high on Emma Troxel, says she is the most consistent spark that we have off of the bench. Her stat line is pretty consistent every game. She's going to give you 5 points, 4 rebounds. Take a few charges too.
Yeah, and she is absolutely relentless after going after loose balls and just really a hustler on this court, known for her grit and toughness. It's hard for Coach Goodenuff not to like her.
Or we'll get a much welcomed and deserved breathers. Nelson back in. Wildcats play with a 1-point lead. Van Sickle, whistle, and a travel call. Wanted to shoot, then changed her mind to a shot fake, but had already left the floor and got called for the travel.
Yeah, really good close out there by Peyton Hull. Without Addison Martin on the floor, Stephen F.A. is able to get a little bit of a smaller lineup here. Good for Meredith Mays to maybe have an impact, get the ball inside to her and see if she can score from the paint.
Yeah, this is a very guard-heavy lineup right now for the Lumberjacks. Earl runs the point. Hull will attack. Gets into the paint. Got it up and good. Whistle and a foul. Chance for a three-point play. Peyton Hull's feeling good today. And again, when Peyton hits early from deep, you have to respect that. It allows opportunities for penetration. And Peyton, she has to finish it off the old-fashioned way this time. The freshman from Peaster, and already with 9 here in the quarter. And Lombard a step, finishes on the right side. Lombard at 10 points a game with 4 here in the quarter. Graham to Hull. She'll drive again. Jump stop this time. Gives to Mays. Up and under. Too strong. Earl an offensive rebound. Tapped into the corner. It will stay with the Wildcats. Shot clock also resets.
Great hustle play by Claire Graham. Ball looked like it was going to go out of bounds and hustled over there and was able to throw it off the leg of the Lady Jack defender. Keep the possession on the ACU side of the court.
So you can see about a 5-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Entry pass. Backdoor cut to Earl. She's fouled. Man, Sickle the foul. More free throws here for the Wildcats. Good backdoor cut on the inbounds play.
I think Bella Earl is really going to be a key player for ACU. Last time out against Stephen F. Austin back in December, she had 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. She does a really good job of sharing the ball around, but can score too if needed.
ACU as a team at the free throw line this year at 71%. Good start today as Bella hits both. 5 for 7 here in the quarter. SFA has not been to the line yet this afternoon. They've hit their first, or checked at their last 5 field goals to get back in this thing. ACU the first 10. SFA has fought back in it. They've got the last possession. Finau with the drive, gets the step, missed the shot. And that's how the first 10 minutes will come to an end. Again, ACU a hot start from deep. They built a 10-point lead. SFA fights back. They're back within 4. 1 quarter down in Abilene. Back to Abilene. Great start for the Wildcats. Great finish for the Lumberjacks. Because of that, we've got a 4-point game after 10 minutes.
Yeah, ACU was able to come out hot off of that 10-0 run, but Stephen F. Austin closing the gap. 12 points off the bench. Of course, 9 of those coming from Trinity Moore, who is 4 for 4 from the field and a couple blocks as well. Really good first quarter.
ACU 3 of 4 from deep. They hit all 3 of those in the first 2 minutes. They shot 47% in the first quarter. SFA shot 57%, 8 for 14. ACU also 5 of 7 at the line, and Bella Earls on her way back to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, once again, really hard to get to the rim for the Wildcats. The Lady Jacks continuing to stay strong inside. Of course, the foul was called there, but they have to capitalize off free throws if this is going to continue throughout the rest of the game.
And Jaden, we'll continue to check the storyline of Kirsten Harden. Started the game, missed her first shot, a defensive foul at about the 8:15 mark, came out of the ball game and has not been back since. She and Moore both are on the bench at the moment. You mentioned it, referenced it earlier, late in the first quarter. It's a smaller lineup here for SFA. Very guard-heavy lineup. Earl 2 for 2 from the stripe. Fee now, kick it out to Nelson. Zoe, hesitation step. Peyton Hull with the foul. See Leonard Bishop there, boy, he's done some great stuff here in his first year. Inherited a quality program. Of course, last year, SFA at 27-7. 15-3 in the WAC.
Yeah, it was a good hire by SFA. Getting Leonard Bishop just keeps some consistency in this program. It really made sense for them.
Here's a steal, Zoe Jackson, up ahead, Hull. And Peyton's into double figures one more time. She's been there all 14 games now in WAC play. Jackson the steal, defense to offense. ACU back up on top by 8. Fee now extended minutes, step back versus Traeger. And Jackson, the smallest player on the floor, pulls down the rebound. Boy, Zoe's been big since she's taken over the starting point guard role. Makes her 5th start today. Hey, let's send it over courtside to Courtney String. Courtney?
SFA head coach Leonard Bishop admits the Lady Jacks have a lot riding on this game after 2 back-to-back losses against UT Arlington and UT RGV. Leonard has built this program for 8 seasons as assistant head coach and now taking his current position as head coach in April 2023. Bishop's father was actually a basketball coach, and Bishop states that basketball is his first love, allowing him to travel the world, and says coaching is his ministry. The Lady Jacks have expressed some relief with their next 4 games being at home, allowing them to play in the comfort of their own court. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Courtney. Get another look at him. Had a chance to watch a few of his press conferences leading up to today. Had some great quotes. As Earl back at the line hits the first. Yeah, he was talking last week. They had 20 second chance points to UT Arlington 0. That's an impressive number. Somebody asked him about that. Hey, coach, you had 20-0 second chance points. He said the only way you get second chance points is if you miss the first shot. So he was more critical of missing the first shot than the way the offensive rebounded and finished. So.
Yeah, but I think what a bunch of us are going to think about whenever we see that stat is just how well this team rebounds.
Yep. Harden back in, attacks the basket. Whistle and a charge, and Kirsten Harden, her first offensive set after sitting for 10 minutes, picks up her second personal. That's big. And just like that, she's coming back out.
Yeah, and here comes the big Trinity Moore. Trinity it's already been 4 for 4 with 9 points here early in this game. She's going to come in and try to do something similar to what she did in the first quarter, as ACU's gone out to another 10-point lead.
If you're familiar with the ACU program, here's a steal. Get back to that thought in a moment. McClement Call misses. Whistle late, foul. And I believe McClement Call on her way to the line. If you're familiar with the ACU program, they love taking charges. They have what they call the charge wall. You get your picture on the wall every time you take a charge. They've taken 40 of them this year. Took 5 on Thursday versus UTRGV. Earl the foul here. First free throws coming for the Lumberjacks. Tyler McClement Call at the line.
One thing that really sticks out about this ACU roster is how selfless they play and how Coach Goodenough has really got them to buy into her system, and they just have a lot of fun playing the game of basketball.
McClement Call, the senior from Spokane, Washington, 3rd season in a Lumberjack uniform. She plays her 90th game for SFA today. 2 for 2 at the line, her first 2 points today. Well, full court pressure here for the Lumberjacks. Just extended pressure, eat some shot clock. See if they can force turnovers. Addison Martin's also back in. Hasn't had a touch yet here in the second quarter. 8 on the clock. Entry pass deflected. Martin off her spot. Troxel with 3. Martin, all she could do is shoot it, and Moore caught her on the wrist. That's unfortunate for SFA. That was a good defensive set, but Moore the foul and Martin to the line.
Yeah, they came into the full court press, and you see here Martin got the ball, had to jack up a shot with the shot clock coming down. Trinity Moore just hit her wrist, get the foul call, get Martin to the line.
So Martin back to the stripe. So now Harden has 2 fouls. Moore also has 2 fouls, and Moore has checked out. So back to the smaller lineup here for Coach Bishop. The lead's back to 10, the largest it's been this afternoon. Deck with a screen, top of the key. McClement call, cut off. Finau will drive, kick to Deck, deep 3, got it to go. Her 34th triple of the year, she shoots it at 39%.
Andy, I think Kyla Deck is going to continue to be a really big piece of this Stephen FA offense. She had 24 last time out against ACU, which was her season high.
Bodies on the floor, a timeout was granted to ACU and Julie Goodenough. The officials are talking here, and I believe they might take a look at this. No, a timeout was granted to ACU, so they will keep possession. 6:55 left before the half. Wildcats holding on to a 7-point lead. Beautiful day here in Abilene.
I've seen a lot of Texas out on the open road. From up in Amarillo down to San Antonio. No matter where I travel, one thing remains the same. Everybody loves Ford here in the Lone Star State. Ford is the best in Texas.
The Fieldhouse, where the goal is better, whether it's body composition improvement, athletic performance, mental fortitude, or quality of life. Better looks different for everyone. With the help of our qualified staff, we will be there to guide you, to keep you accountable, and to help you recover. Whatever better looks like for you. Come see us at the Fieldhouse, 1609 Conwood Street, right off the Treadway.
WAC Vegas is back. The best fans, championship basketball, all in exciting Las Vegas. Join us March 13th through the 16th at the Orleans Arena for the 2024 Hercules Tires WAC Basketball Tournament. Don't miss the crowning of a men's and women's champion. For more information, go to wacsports.com/WACVegas.
Welcome home, Wildcats. Moody Coliseum, the longtime home of ACU basketball, is back.
This is the premier ACU Wildcat offense. Look at that gem.
Another beautiful day here. Another beautiful day here in Abilene, Texas. Andy Penny alongside Jaden West. You can see the Wildcats. They had that 7-point lead. Julie Goodenough was awarded a timeout before a jump ball was called. They'll take advantage. Addison Martin on the backside of pressure defense. Addison has 2 more.
I think with this ACU lead, you're going to continue to see Stephen F. Austin get some extended pressure here in the front court, the back court, and great job by ACU to break that press and get to the bucket.
Yep. Troxel on the floor again, but the Lumberjacks have possession. Loose ball at the half-court line, and it's Troxel who runs it down. Unfortunately, over the half-court line, it's an over and back. Can't fault the hustle. Emma Troxel on the floor twice in the last minute, had the steal here in the open floor. Just stepped across into the front court and then back into the back court. And Jade, we were talking about it in the break, with both Hardin and Moore on the bench in foul trouble. You'll see a smaller Lumberjack lineup, and we think defensively extended pressure just to try to create some turnovers and get into transition a little bit more. Another ball deflected, another turnovers. Claire Graham has the loose basketball. Wildcats still just 3 for 4 from deep. They hit their first 3 threes right on cue. Hull misses her first today. They hit all 3 of their threes in the first 2 minutes to build the 10-0 lead. Deck in a hurry, and she's fouled. Free throws coming here for the Lumberjacks.
Great job by Deck driving to the basket, getting out in front of the ACU defense. One thing that SFA does really well is they're really quick on the court. Lots of speed in this lineup, especially smaller lineup as we mentioned. So look for that to be a factor. They're going to try to force a lot of steals. They average 10 steals a game, which is a really good number for SFA. They're going to want to continue to try to make that a factor.
Deck, the sophomore out of Frisco, Lone Star High School. Scores her 6th point. Again, had 24 versus ACU back December 2nd, 11 weeks ago to the day, the 89-82 SFA overtime win. 2-for-2 trip. Hull with 11, Martin has 10, already 2 Wildcats in double figures. Gracie Wernley, the freshman, number 22, her first appearance. A look at a 3, right wing, and she's got it. Another thing we talked about, Gracie Wernley, Claire Graham are going to have to hit some shots today from the perimeter. Wernley's first offensive set, she hits the 3. And now another Lumberjack turnover at their 10th of the afternoon.
Yeah, that's huge for the Wildcats. Forcing turnovers is going to be really big down the stretch. SFA looking to do the same. Gonna have to take care of the ball a little more, a little bit better vision, safer passes from SFA.
Wernley attacks, cut off by Van Sickle, and needs some help to pass off the mark. Turnover number 4 for ACU. Wernley the turnover, but the possession before. Right spot, right time, she buries the 3.
Yeah, right off the bench, just coming in, hot hand, gets the ball and knocks it down.
Van Sickle left side will drive baseline, contact, and a foul on Troxel. It's team foul number 4, so no free throws yet. Lumberjacks will inbound on the baseline.
A tough call there. Coach Goodenough's going to want to say that she is tripped going to the basket, that there was no contact, but either way, the foul is called, and it's going to keep the possession with SFA.
That's Troxel's second as the ball in the inbound. And the bucket. Troxel with 2 fouls. Bella Earl also with 2 fouls. That's why she's been on the bench here for extended minutes. ACU the 8-point lead. They've led by as many as 10 a few different times today. Troxel from deep. She'll make it 11. 5th triple today for the Wildcats.
Troxel's had 7.3 points per game over the last 7 games. She's getting hot, and this is a great time for her to have the hot hand when it comes to the basketball and putting it through the rim.
Right back on the other end. Deck finds a seam, and she'll finish with the left hand. Kyla Deck is up to 9 points. She and Moore both with 9. 2-3 zone look here for SFA. Pass deflected and stolen. Chance to run. Van Sickle Out to Lombard, look at a three. Nelson had a hand on the rebound. It falls in the lap of Graham. It's a critical 3:45 here, really, for both teams. Can ACU sustain or extend a lead, or can SFA get back in this thing? Jackson will say, let's extend.
Jackson, really fast, super quick player. Great job of getting to the basket. That's a couple times we've seen now. She just drives on the left side, left hand all the way up and through the rim for the points.
Her first two this afternoon. Deck a three, got it again. Kyla's second triple. First Lumberjack in double figures. She's at her average of 11.3. She's up to 12. Jackson, back-to-back trips with the left hand. Twisolo the rebound. Deck lost the dribble. Jackson three. Now Deck a run out, 2-on-2. She's taking it herself. Draws contact and free throws coming.
Yeah, this game's kind of got sped up here for the Wildcats. ACU's going to need to slow it down, keep the pace at their tempo that they want to play at. Coach Goodenoug's going to make some subs here, try to mix it up here towards the end of the first half.
Jackson a breather, Martin a breather, Troxel a breather. Mays, Traeger, and Earl back in. Lumberjacks riding the back of Kyla Deck here in the second quarter. Kyla's season high is 24. She's on pace to bust that today. Point 13 on the first make. This is the second. 7-point game. Wernley shot fake. Graham a look and a three right side. Mays an O board. Off the glass and good. Meredith Mays at 5.2 a game. Played extended minutes in that stretch this season with Addison Martin out with the ankle injury. And boy, Meredith really bloomed during that 5-game stretch. So here's Nelson on a drive. Twisolo back up and in. Twisolo, the 6'1" junior from Alaska. Traeger a three. Got it! Claire's second for deep today. And ACU 6 for 10 from behind the arc. Lead back to 10. Deck will try to answer. Up and under, and she's got two more. 15 now in the first half.
Yeah, Deck super quick. I really think the Wildcats are going to have to force the outside shot. See if SFA can miss a couple from beyond the arc, but really have to take away the inside.
Now in Deck steal. She'll add to the scoring column. Defense to offense. Kyla Deck 17.
1 minute.
Nothing unusual there. Deck 23rd in the nation with 2.7 steals per game. She leads the WAC in that category as well.
Earl works with Mays, pick and roll. Meredith gets a step, layup on the right side, up and good. Meredith, great footwork, good job with the dribble. Able to get around Twisolo. Shot clock, game clock, about a 3-second difference. Nelson with good position, got it up and good. They see the last possession here of the first half. Wernley a three. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Great first half of basketball. We anticipated 70 plus would be needed undefeated to win today, and at the half, way above that pace. ACU 47, Stephen F. Austin 41. Both teams over 50% field goal percentage in the first half. Let's send it courtside. Courtney String has head coach Julie Goodenough. Courtney?
Hi. What were your thoughts on the first half of today's game?
Really proud to see our team being shot ready. I think that we're reading the defense really well and getting the ball in the hands of open shooters.
And what were your thoughts on Peyton Hall's performance tonight, scoring 11 points so far?
That's awesome. I didn't know how many she had scored, but she's really looking for a shot. Proud of her for, not hesitating, knowing when she has a wide open look.
Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Coach Goodenough. Thank you, Courtney. 47-41 our halftime score. Matthew Dela Cruz, Roman Raffelli, they'll be with us at halftime upstairs for your halftime report. This is WAC basketball. It's been a good first half. It's all right here on ESPN+.
Of Abilene Christian University here in Abilene, Texas. I'm Roman Raffelli, joined by Matthew De La Cruz here inside Moody Coliseum in our third floor broadcast booth. Matthew, what did you see in that first half?
I saw a lot of good shooting in that first half, Roman. ACU coming out 3 threes in a row, hot start, but SFA methodically staying in the game, getting rebounds, doing the small things right, making adjustments defensively. We have a matchup on our hands, Roman, and it's going to be a fun one.
Absolutely. We saw ACU come out with a 10-0 start led by Peyton Holtz, 2 for 2 from the three-point line. But then right as they switched, SFA went on a 12-3 run, and it was a 13-12 game just like we thought. Seeing Kyla Deck have 17 points, averaging 11 coming into today. Absolutely huge first half from her.
Yeah, Roman, Kyla Deck has really stepped up in place of one of the missing key factors in this game for SFA in being, in being Kirsten Harden, first in the WAC in double-doubles, and is a game changer. Third game, scoring 20 points in a row. Only 2 minutes today.
Yeah, ACU did a great job limiting her time early and playing really great defense on her, so their coaches decided to take her out, play the matchups, and, Kirsten Deck has really stepped up, which has been part of what has let SFA stay in this game.
And the question for ACU coming into this one was who's going to be the next woman up, who's going to step up and make some plays to help ACU win this one. Obviously, the last time these two teams played, it went into overtime, tough loss for the Wildcats. Who's going to step up? So far, the answer has been Peyton Hall.
Absolutely, and it's just been a really great matchup here to see that, ACU starts with a more of a full court press into a zone, and then to see SFA go right back into that and flip it on them and play a full court press and get some pressure on some of ACU's younger players.
Yeah, the adjustments defensively have been a masterclass. ACU comes out in a 3-2 zone, SFA adjusts. SFA comes out playing a 3-2 zone as well, ACU adjusts. ACU comes out, shows a little pressure, SFA shows a little full court pressure, gets out of it. This has been a chess match so far, and I'm excited, we're excited to see the rest of this one play out and who will come out on top.
Absolutely, a game of matchups, and we're going to see who adjusts better in that second half. I'm Roman Raffelli, joined by Matthew De La Cruz. We'll see you after this feature. Daisy Strine sat down with Emma Troxel. We'll see you after that.
And now Troxel on a backdoor cut. Nice inbounds play. The freshman out of Bushland.
Emma Troxel, you are a freshman here at ACU. You've been a really standout player as a freshman. You've played in all 18 games. Tell us about your journey in going from high school to a D1 athletic program.
Coming to college, I was definitely very nervous, so I got in the gym a lot. Kind of prepared for that. But really, once you got here, the coaches and the teammates, all of the leaders on the team, like Addie, Bella, Claire, they all helped to get us acclimated into the sport.
Tell us about your journey in becoming a Wildcat and hearing about ACU.
The recruitment is really fun. They're really good at recruiting their players, and really they made me feel wanted, and I really like the Christian atmosphere here, so that's really what made me want to come to ACU.
What is the team dynamic like in your relationship with head coach Julie Goodenough?
I feel like we're all really close with each other. the relationships just continue to grow. And same with Coach Goodenough and all the coaches. We all just have a good bond.
You're third in field goal percentages overall for the team this season. How do you think you've been able to shoot well and be strong on the court?
Really, I've been shooting with Claire Graham. She's got me in the gym a lot, so I think that's helped with my confidence throughout the season, and then continuing to take shots.
With a bunch of conference games coming up and hopefully leading into the WAC tournament, what are you looking forward to for the rest of the season?
I'm looking forward to us to continue to grow as a team on and off the court and let our skills develop even more as we go and just play as one.
What do you want your legacy to be as a Wildcat? You're a freshman, so you're still young. You have time to build that legacy and your character on the court. So how do you envision that over the next couple of years?
I really just want my legacy to be that I'm a godly woman, really just trying to do my best on the court, giving 100% effort every time I go out there.
Stephen F. Austin, 47-241. Back inside our third floor broadcast studio, I'm Roman Raffaelli, joined by Brianna Wright, former ACU women's basketball player. Brianna, how is it being back inside Moody Coliseum?
It's really just amazing. Excuse my voice. We were traveling from Florida, so the allergies got me coming back into Texas. But this is just a huge change. The last time that we were here in Texas, we were over in Teague. And so seeing all the renovations and just how much the gym has changed, it's phenomenal. It's a great environment.
Absolutely. It's a really phenomenal facility here. Looking back on your tenure at ACU, huge game in the Southland Conference semifinals against Lamar. Kind of walk me through that game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of energy, a lot of craziness. Really what sticks out whenever you're done with the basketball games and all the craziness of college is just the teammates and the bonds that you build. So really that's what comes to mind is just the energy, the atmosphere, and the teammates that we had and how much we love each other. Just going to that game was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and you had a phenomenal game. 29 second half points, 16 for 16 from the free throw line, setting records in both attempts and percentage. And you're an 85% career free throw shooter. That's phenomenal.
Yes.
And
I love free throws. My grandpa really instilled that in me, so.
That's really awesome. And last question, what kind of sticks out to you in your accomplishments in your career here at ACU?
Yeah, I already kind of touched base on it a little bit, but just the friendships and everybody that you really talk to and who sticks with you after you're done playing. This is obviously a really great environment and a lot of fun, and you have a lot of energy and atmosphere that you gain from this and a lot of things that you can carry on to your adult life, but really the friendships are what last.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's great to hear. Thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you guys for watching here. I'm going to throw it back down to Andy on the sideline report. We'll see you there.
Yeah, Roman, great job. Brianna Wright, part of course, that NCAA tournament team of 2019. Some special days with Brianna and company here in Abilene. We're back here courtside. Andy Penny, Jaden West. Great first half as the Wildcats had the 6-point lead at 47-41. Points were easy to come by for both teams. That was a fun 20 minutes of basketball, man.
Yeah, they really were, especially that second quarter. I mean, ACU shooting 8 from 13 from the field. That's huge down the stretch. Going to have to keep knocking down shots.
It was ACU who scored the first 10 today, hit 3 triples in the first 2 minutes, had a 10-0 lead. They've led pretty much throughout. ACU gave up the lead to SFA for just a brief moment there late in the first quarter, but ACU back on top. They've led by as many as 11. As you can see, it's 6 right now. Kyla Deck, a great first half for SFA. With the absence of Kirsten Harden, only 2 minutes, was in foul trouble. Less than 2 minutes of play, did not score in the first half. Kyla Deck picked it up with 17. Of course, you can see Hull and Martin both in double figures with 11 and 10.
Yeah, I mean, Bella Earl doing a great job. She's trying to get some offense going, got to the line a lot, and knocked down all 6 of the free throws that she attempted. Peyton Hull 2 for 3 from the 3, and Claire Trigger 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Big shots by those 2 playmakers for ACU.
The role players are playing big today. As you just heard, Emma Troxel 5 points, Meredith Mays 4, Gracie Wernley 3. Trinity Moore off the bench has 9 points, scored all of those in the first quarter. She also has some foul trouble. So Coach Bishop and company, the Lumberjacks, decided we're going to go a little bit of a smaller lineup. We're going to put on some full court pressure. We're going to extend. And what Kyla Deck has done offensively with 17 points in the first half, 6 of 7 from the field, 2 for 2 for 3, 3 for 4 free throws in that first half for 17. I anticipate it'll be the Kyla Deck show in this second half. Although on the floor, we'll see Kirsten Harden. Again, less than 2 minutes in the first half, 2 fouls, 0 for 1 from the field, no points.
Yeah, both these teams are going to have to stay out of foul trouble down the stretch. Also, Leonard Bishop's going to want his team to force some more turnovers. They only had 8 points off of turnovers going to be huge down the stretch here. They're going to need to force some more steals. They do it really well. They have all season long. Look for that to be big here in the second half.
SFA did shoot 64% in the first half, 16 of 25. The major difference, the Wildcats 11 of 13 from the line and also 6 for 11 from 3. It hit 3 early in the first quarter, then hit 3 more there in the second quarter. So there's an entry pass immediately. The shot up and good to Harden. So Kirsten Harden back in it. She's got her first 2. ACU in the first half shot 52%, 15 of 29 against 6 of 11 from deep. Traeger had 2 threes in the first half. Misses her first here in the second. Hall an offensive rebound. Back up strong and good. Just get a feel today that Peyton Hull understands, hey, this one's going to come through me here in the second half. Traeger a tap into the backcourt. Lombard saves it in. Shot clock did not reset. Traeger another tap, this time a steal. Peyton in the paint, finishes again.
Now Hull continues to play hard, both on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. Huge playmaker. Great job by Peyton Hull here in this game so far.
She's got 15 and now a block on the inside. Anytime SFA wants to squeeze that deficit down, ACU's had the response. Kick ball, that'll give it back with a new shot clock, 20-second shot clock. SFA has won 7 in a row in this series. The last win for the Wildcats was in 2020 here at Moody Coliseum. Prior to the renovations at Moody and prior to a thing called COVID-19. McClement calls, shot fake, she'll drive, jump stop. Jackson a run out. And a late whistle across the floor and a foul. As McClement calls second.
Zoe Jackson, the point guard right now. Few starts now in the last few games for ACU, doing a really good job of sharing the ball and getting it in the playmakers' hands so they can score.
She's got it now. Emma Troxel, her first minutes here in the second half. Entry pass to Martin. Works with Harden. Up and under. Shot up and good. Whistle and a foul. Harden's got her third. Martin's going to the line. Chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, take a look here. Addison Martin backing down the big Kirsten Harden. They're going to continue to go at her, trying to get her in even more foul trouble than she already is. Great job by Martin. See if she can get the three-point play.
Harden pleading her case. Did not agree with that foul. Just some body contact as Addison able to work the up and under. Finishes the three-point play. The 7-0 run, largest lead of the afternoon again at 11. Harden a touch, she'll work on the other end versus Martin, and the 2 players will exchange fouls, and this time Harden on the offensive end. We'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Just because Harden wasn't a factor in that first half doesn't mean she won't be big down the stretch. But she's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. Harden, a really good free throw shooter.
81%. The senior from Lufkin out there in East Texas. Started her career at Northern Colorado. And her second season with the Lumberjacks. Finds a way to get to the line. Free throws 157 and 158. She makes them both. She will get a breather. Trinity Moore back in. Extended pressure again from SFA. Deck in the hip pocket of Jackson. How about the timeline? Zoe now a step. Moore had the board, but was standing out of bounds.
Yeah, these SFA defenders see their deck sticking to Jackson like some glue. Great job by Jackson to get around the defender and get to the basket. The shot didn't fall, but possession remains with ACU.
Earl a look at a three, top of the key. Board to Nelson. Deck hasn't had an opportunity to get a field goal up yet here in this second half after 17 points in the first 20 minutes. Entry pass to Moore, tapped away. Martin, the deflection and the steal. And Earl Asim rolls out, no good. McClendon call, let her go. Did not challenge, and the shot just too strong. Now Deck a chance to penetrate. She'll roll it off the rim. Both teams a good look, neither one could finish. Bella still without a field goal today, 0 for 5, but is 6 for 6 from the line. Hull now another drive. And Peyton going to the line. And I believe that's on Moore. If it is, that's her third.
Wildcats not shying away from going to the basket, even with the big forwards in for SFA. Warren Harden both now with 3 fouls. ACU needs to continue to shoot it well at the line.
Peyton again, her 20th double-figure game today. She's hit 24 times. 2 of those were up in the 30s. All 14 in WAC play, she's been in double figures. Jaden, if you ask me, I don't have a vote, but if you ask me, I think the front runner for the WAC newcomer of the year with what she's done.
Yeah, I mean, she's shooting 6 from 7 from the field today. She's third in shooting, 34.1% from 3 in the WAC, that is. Averaging 2.62 threes per game. She's an absolute bucket here for ACU. And she should be the newcomer of the year.
Moore left it short. It's a 3.5-minute stretch without a field goal. Deck misses the 3. Martin ahead of the defense. Got it up and good. And it's a timeout. Leonard Bishop needs to talk to the Lumberjacks. Largest lead of the afternoon. Great pass. Bella Earl, the team leader in assists. Addison Martin, the bucket. Wildcats a 13-point lead. And another beautiful day here in Abilene, Texas. ACU has their largest lead of the afternoon now at 58-45. Addison Martin, the bucket right before the SFA timeout. Kyla Deck will try to shoot the Lumberjacks out of a cold streak over their last 6. Hull now on a run out. Missed the layup with the left hand. Pokes it away, back up and in. Chance for a 3-point play. You know, some days when it goes right, it all goes right. That's how it's been for the Wildcats today. Even on a miss, it turns into chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, she wasn't happy she missed the left-handed layup, but never quit. Out of Peyton Hull, great hustle to get the steal, put it back up in, and a chance for the 3-point play.
As you can see, ACU 14 of 16 today from the line. Peyton with 19, chance for her 5th game in 20 plus. And there it is. And just like that, the lead has swelled to 16. Wildcats extend some pressure. Cook Wiggins is on the floor. Lombard back in. Deck a touch. Finau will drive to a cutting Lombard. Whistle to travel. Hey, don't forget, Wednesday mornings, 10 a.m. Central. You can see the Julie Goodenough Show. Julie joins us and talks about the week that was and the week that is to come. It's the Julie Goodenough Show, Wednesdays on ESPN+. Trying to finish off a 4-game home winning streak. 10-second violation here as the Lumberjacks able to force the Wildcats' 7th turnover today. SFA a scoring drought of almost 3 minutes. They'll try to break it after the under 5 timeout. Wildcats on a 7-0 run. They've got a 16-point lead here in Abilene.
The Fieldhouse, where the goal is better, whether it's body composition improvement, athletic performance, mental fortitude, or quality of life. Better looks different for everyone. With the help of our qualified staff, we will be there to guide you, to keep you accountable, and to help you recover, whatever better looks like for you. Come see us at the Fieldhouse, 1609 Conwood Street, right off the Treadway.
WAC Vegas is back. The best fans, championship basketball, all in exciting Las Vegas. Join us March 13th through the 16th at the Orleans Arena for the 2024 Hercules Tires WAC Basketball Tournament. Don't miss the crowning of a men's and women's champion. For more information, go to wacsports.com/WACVegas.
Welcome home, Wildcats. Moody Coliseum, the longtime home of ACU basketball, is back.
This is the premier ACU Wildcat offense. Look at that gem.
5 minutes to go, third quarter. Wildcats the 16-point lead, their largest of the afternoon. It's a 7-0 run for the Wildcats. SFA a scoring drought of 3 minutes. Moore will try to shoot them out of it, and she will. Trinity Moore's first bucket since the first quarter. Had 9 in the first, down to double figures with 11. ACU still at 50% today, 20 of 40. SFA still shooting 55%. 18 of 33. Hey, let's send it down courtside. Courtney Strine joins us. Hey, Courtney.
Hey guys, ACU is coming off a strong week with 3 back-to-back wins against Seattle U, Utah Valley, and UTRGV. These are 3 really important wins for ACU in the WAC conference. ACU head coach Julie Goodenough says that these 3 games were such team victories and really gave them a lead in the conference play. Julie states that she has allowed her defense to become her offense and says this has caused an early turnover for the Wildcats. Similar to SFA, the Wildcats are coming up on a week full of at-home games. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Courtney. As a foul on Hull, that'll send Trinity Moore to the line. Boy, Julie Goodenough 2 weeks ago coming back home. Of course, it was a tough road trip for the Wildcats. They lost 4 in a row, all on the road. A little adversity for her team, but Julie was quick to say, we are right on the verge of a breakthrough. And the home court has certainly been nice. The schedule was favorable. The Wildcats have cashed in, trying to go 4 for 4 here in this home stretch.
Yeah, it's been a really good stretch, as you mentioned, after some adversity. I mean, Addison Martin is playing really good right now after that injury that she was out for a little bit of time. She's coming back, being a great leader and a good playmaker on the floor for the Wildcats. And then Bella Earl, she's so aggressive and doing a great job, probably playing some of the best basketball of her life.
Moore 2 for 2 at the line. ACU check that, SFA 9 of 10 at the stripe, and now Bella Earl, an offensive foul. That's her 3rd. Extended that offside forearm just a bit too far, and Cook Wiggins draws the charge. She has 3. Hull also has 3. A little foul trouble for the Wildcats. So we go under 4 minutes here in the third. Cook Wiggins works with Jackson. The spin, the shot. It's a 6-0 run. It's back to 10. The bench continues to play big today here for the Lumberjacks. 20 points off the bench. Jackson pulls the trigger. Lombard the board. That's how good SFA is. They can get back in the game that fast. Deck with a drive, spin on Earl. Bella had to let her go with 3 fouls. Kyla Deck finishes at the rim.
And Deck right there, because of that, that is the reason SFA can get back in the game so far. Playmakers like her, she's gonna come up really big down the stretch and playing good basketball today so far.
Lumberjacks cut a 16-point deficit in half in just over a minute. Graham works on Deck. 5 on the clock for Earl. Martin in the paint. Second chance. Got it the second time. Martin's got 17. Stops the 8-0 Lumberjack run. Finau needs some help. Lombard, lob pass. Martin knocked it away, but a foul call. They'll call it on Addison. It's her second, but a good look at Addison on the offensive end.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. Really hard to get second chance points against this SFA defense, especially inside, but Martin doing a great job at not giving up, hustling through the end of the play, getting the offensive rebound, and putting it back up for 2 points.
More a breather, Harden back in. Finau can't make the catch. Lombard, though, picks the pocket. She and Earl. And Bella has to let her go again with 3 fouls. Right place, right time. Cook Wiggins in transition. Jay, we talked about 70 was the number today. We might get to 70 here in the third.
Yeah, the offenses have been rolling for both of these teams. Gonna have to keep up this pace to win this ball game.
Graham missed. Jackson an offensive board. Shot clock resets. ACU 6 of 15 from 3, but 0 for 5 here in the second half. 5 on the clock for Earl. Troxel will pull it and hits it.
Perfectly timed, made three-pointer by Troxel. Here at the end of the third quarter is going to be really big for ACU. If they can sustain this double-digit lead going into this final quarter of the game, they'll set themselves up in a really good spot to win this ball game.
Perfect from the floor. 2 for 2 from triple. The freshman, Emma Troxel, had to pull it. The shot clock was running down. Nothing but confidence. Smooth stroke. She's got 8. The turnover by Deck, the 17th today for the Lumberjacks. They've surpassed their average of 16. Just when SFA makes a run, the Wildcats have had the answer. Cole works on Van Sickle. Graham has it with 5. Step back. Got it from the elbow.
Great job by Claire Graham, penetrating the defense and putting up the jumper for the 2 points. You saw Harden there guarding Addison Martin. Trying to get it inside to her, but Harden playing some relentless defense.
Finau, 3. And the Wildcats will get the final possession of the third quarter. ACU will start the last 10 minutes with at least a double-digit lead. Can they extend? 10 in the quarter. 2 high screen, top of the key. Martin a touch versus Harden. Back to Troxel at the buzzer. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. 9 Wildcats in the scoring column today. They've got a 13-point lead with 10 minutes left in Abilene. Back to Abilene, 10 minutes left to go today. ACU will start the fourth quarter with a 13-point lead. Andy Penny alongside Jaden West. And ACU has positioned themselves really well with this 3-game winning streak. Here's a look at the games today. They're trying to catch UT Arlington and Utah Tech, who both played today. UTA playing host to RGV, and Utah Tech on the road at Seattle U. Those are both big games for the Wildcats. The rest of the schedule today, a big one today, the first meeting between the top two teams in the league, Grand Canyon and Cal Baptist. Southern Utah still with Utah Valley. But Jaden, as you look at the standings, ACU's making, they're catching UTA, Utah Tech, and SFA a chance to get a little bit closer to SFA if they can finish this thing off.
Yeah, and all those teams, really strong teams there in the middle of the WAC standings. A win today for ACU would be monumental going down the latter part of the regular season.
Still 10 minutes to go, plenty of basketball left. ACU led by 5 versus SFA at the Sawmill in Nacogdoches the first meeting. Lumberjacks able to get it to overtime and then double overtime to get the win. Kyla Deck immediately ties up the basketball. Troxel, possession arrow facing the Lumberjacks. SFA still a better field goal percentage than ACU, 55% to ACU's 48. But SFA just 4 threes, ACU has 7. 6 more free throws for the Wildcats too. Peyton Hull a steal. Entry pass to Earl, blocked out of bounds. Finau the block. Kirsten Harden still on the floor, our featured impact player for SFA. Just 6 minutes through 3 quarters. Some foul trouble, has 3 fouls. 4 points, 1 rebound for Harden today.
Yeah, very few minutes out of Harden. Against Troy, she only saw 12 minutes on the floor. That was her lowest number on the season. Somewhere probably around that today in this game as well.
Her season low in points, I believe, is 6. So the Wildcats doing a great job against Harden. Second in the WAC in scoring at 16 and a half. Just 4 today. Deck has been the offense, has it stripped out of her hands by Earl. 4 possessions here in the 4th quarter, 2 for each team. We've seen 4 turnovers. Hull has 20, Martin has 17. Addison faces up with Harden. Troxel finds Earl. Reverse layup slipped out of her hands. Troxel's got it. Shot blocked. The shot clock reset, but I don't think it should have. It should be a shot clock violation, and it is.
Yeah, Stephen F. Austin never had possession of it. Ball was just kind of bouncing around the hands of both teams there, as you see here on the replay. Zoe Jackson got it and tried to jack up a shot, but of course, the shot clock had already expired. Gives Stephen F. Austin the ball.
Good recognition by our officiating crew today. Nate Acosta, Lee Mullen, Kate Bossenmeyer. Foul on the inside. Free throws coming for the Lumberjacks. And that's on Hull. I believe that's Peyton's 4th foul. Finau at the line. She'll get the first. Finau has not been to the line much this year, but is a perfect 7 for 7 from the stripe.
And Stephen F. Austin as a team hasn't been to the line today as much as ACU, but when they have, they've been well. That was the 11th made free throw for these Lumberjacks.
11 out of 12 at the line. 11-point game. Hull will check out with the 4 fouls. Claire Graham is back in. Full court pressure from the Lumberjacks. Loose in the backcourt. Into the hands of McClement Call, and she's fouled. Great hustle all around. Look at McClement Call on the floor. Deck on the floor. Finau on the floor. McClement Call gets to the loose basketball and gets to the line. Timeout on the floor. We'll have SFA free throws after the break. 8:13 left. 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Welcome you back to Abilene. Our officiating crew looked at the last play. They're reviewing that last play to see if the Zoe Jackson foul at the end of this could potentially be upgraded to a flagrant. As McClendon call found the loose basketball, and Jackson with the hard foul. The officials are taking a look at it on the far side.
Yeah, Stephen F. Austin continuing to try to force turnovers. That was the 6th steal of the game for Stephen F. Austin, but they're averaging 10 a game on the season, so they're going to continue to try to apply defensive pressure to this ACU offense down the stretch.
And a little contact there by Zoe. The officials are talking about it now after they've looked at the review to see if this could be upgraded to more than just a common foul. Nonetheless, it's going to start on defense for SFA here in this fourth quarter if they're going to get back into it. That's now 3 turnovers in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of continuing to force turnovers. Tough basketball down the stretch, a lot of hustle plays, a lot of grit, a lot of toughness by both these teams. It's going to be a contested matchup. SFA still down by 11, but not going to go away anytime soon. They're going to keep fighting back in this game as long as they can.
So Jaden, the officials have looked at it. Kate Bossenmeyer, good to come and join us. And this foul has been upgraded to an intentional foul on Zoe Jackson. As you'll see, Zoe and Tyler McClendon call both get up off the floor, and Zoe just a little bit of a forearm push there. It's been upgraded to an intentional. The Lumberjacks have the option of anyone on the roster shooting the 2 free throws, and then the Lumberjacks will get possession of the basketball as well at half court.
Yeah, and I think the reason why that foul got upgraded to intentional was mainly because you've got to go for the ball. I mean, Zoe Jackson kind of 2-arm extend into the back of the shooter there, and so Stephen F. Austin going to get to the line. They've been really good from the line today, 11-12 so far. Going to try to knock down these two and cut it down to a single-digit deficit.
So McClendon call will go ahead and shoot the 2 free throws. The hot shooting for the Lumberjacks at the line continues. 12 of 13 now. 1 for 2 at the line. But back to 10 with possession. Here come the Lumberjacks. Deck leads the way with 19. Moore has 13. Harden is in, works with Martin. Skip pass to Lombard. Now Harden will get a touch. Shot from 5, too strong, and Earl another board. Bella today does all the little things. That's her 5th rebound. 6 points, 5 rebounds. Lombard now the steal, though, coming the other way. Numbers. And Deck will finish on the right side. It's a single-digit deficit, back down to 8.
Good ball movement there by the Wildcats to break the press of Stephen F. Austin. They need a bucket here to get back on track offensively.
Martin faces up. She'll take that free throw line jumper, partially deflected, or I thought it was, but possession going to SFA. Check out Lombard, the steal, the assist, Deck the finish. 21 for Kyla Deck.
Yeah, that's what SFA does so well. Steals and points in the paint. That's what's going to get them back in this game here in the fourth quarter.
Martin the deflection. ACU has yet to score here in this fourth quarter of play. SFA the first 5. 13-point spread to start the fourth. Finau. Harden the rebound. It's up and in. Chance for a 3-point play. Kirsten Harden's been quiet today, but it's clutch time. She's got the offensive board. The putback, she'll go to the free throw line.
That right there is why she is one of the best players in this conference. Huge threat to get the offensive board and put it right back up. Good free throw shooter as well, as we mentioned earlier, and she's going to have a chance now for the 3-point play.
81.5% from the line. She's 3 for 3 today. It's an 8-0 run to start the quarter. It's the closest that SFA's been since the first quarter. It's down to 5. Claire Traeger has checked in. Crocs will get a breather. Full court pressure. Jackson tied up. Possession does stay with the Wildcats.
Coach Goodenough brings in Claire Traeger here. Trying to get some more offense going, maybe hit a big shot from beyond the arc, but ACU's gonna have to break this really resilient press break.
There's a steal. Deck, the finish. It's a 10-0 run to start the quarter. And a Julie Goodenough timeout. Leonard Bishop and the Lumberjacks have turned up the defense here in the quarter. 10-0 to start. It's full court pressure. Lombard the steal, Deck the finish.
Yeah, watch out ACU. SFA right on their tails now, continuing to come back and fight back in this game, cutting down the lead down to 3 now. We saw this both the last 2 games for ACU against Utah Valley and UTRGV. They jumped out to somewhat of a big lead, but defense kind of let them fight back in. They've got to stop turning the ball over. That's going to be key down the stretch here for ACU.
SFA led for less than a minute in the first quarter at 16-15. The last time they were within 3 was at 19-16 with 1:08 left in the first quarter of play. They're back within 1 possession. Now here with 6:50 to go. A foul in the backcourt. First SFA foul here in the 4th. I believe it's Finau.
Lumberjacks players aren't happy with that foul call. They're playing so hard right now, just trying to continue to force turnovers. They wanted that one so badly. ACU really gonna have to find a way to break this press break this press of SFA.
Peyton Hull is back in with 4 fouls. Nice cut to the basket. Shot falls out, but I believe free throws coming here for Peyton Hull. Julie Goodenough cannot wait any longer to get Peyton back on the floor. 4 fouls for Peyton, but she's been the offense. She and Addison Martin today. Addison on the inside, Peyton on the perimeter. Julie Goodenough needed to get her back on the floor.
Yeah, Hull's gonna have to be careful. She cannot afford to pick up that 5th here in the middle of this 4th quarter. If I'm SFA, I'm gonna take the ball directly to her and try to get her to pick up that 5th and get her out of this game because she's a huge offensive factor for the Wildcats.
22 now after the makes. Stops the 10-0 run for SFA to start the quarter. Harden faces up at the elbow. Entry pass on the backdoor cut. Finau, and a chance for a 3-point play. Malay Finau on the backdoor cut. Great pass, Harden. Great finish, Finau.
Backdoor cuts continue to be effective here for SFA against the zone defense that ACU has been running. Finau was hurt earlier this year. She returned back in January against Southern Utah. It's been really strong ever since.
A grad student, the transfer from UC Riverside, caps it off with the free throw. 2-point game. All races ahead, poked away. Traeger on the floor. And I believe a foul might have been called again, and it was. Finau the foul.
Once again, a lot of pressure. There you see in the trap. Hull tried to dribble through it, but lost the ball off the back heel, and good job by Traeger to retain it back and get the foul drawn on her.
Finau just reaching up across Traeger's body. Got called for the foul. 70-68, 6:15 left. Martin a touch. Works with Harden. Up strong with the left hand. Too strong with the left hand. Whistle, jump ball, Lumberjacks possession.
Martin there going straight to Harden. Trying to get Harden to pick up another foul here in the 4th quarter, but it's been really good here in the end of this game, both defensively and offensively, but
SFA a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Harden left it short. Good box out by Martin. Just her 3rd rebound today. Hall a look at a three. Got it! The freshman's playing big. She's got 25. She scored 25 in Nacogdoches. She's got 25 today. 5-point game. Right back, Harden. Rolls out, but free throw's coming. Peyton Hall, ice in her veins. Coming off a screen. Hits it from the top of the key.
Continues to stay hot. I think if you're the Wildcats, you got to ride the hot hand here in the latter part of this game. Continue to feed her. See if she can get some more buckets and jump out to another lead for the Wildcats.
First one rolls out. Martin's first miss from the line. She's been in double figures all but 2 games this year. She has 7 at the moment. 4-point game. Lumberjacks continue the pressure. Another steal. McClement Call missed the first. Doesn't miss the second. Hall ahead of the pressure, 2-on-1. Going to the basket, finishes again. 27 for the freshman.
And she can't miss, can she, Andy, tonight? What a fiery game for Peyton Hall.
9 for 11. 3 for 4 from deep. Speaking of deep, McClement Call misses. Lombard taps it, but into the hands of Hall. Peyton going to work again. Reverse, left it short. Deck, good defense and the defensive board. Finau, jump stop. Got it to go. Died on the back of the rim and fell in. We've reached the 75-point mark. We thought we would get there today, and we have. Still 4:20 to go. Graham with a drive on Lombard. Out to Hull, or check that Earl. Now Hull a touch. Jump stop. 2 more for the freshman. 29. Back to a 2-possession game. Deck to try to answer. And she will. Kyla Deck's got 26. Her 3rd triple today. It's become a shooting contest between Hull and Deck. Hull to answer. Front rim. Martin, an offensive rebound. She's fouled. It's Harden's 4th.
One impressive thing by the Wildcats today is the amount of second chance points they've been able to get. Harden, a little bit of time off the court, as we've seen in those first 3 quarters. And they were able to capitalize off that with the second chance points.
Harden will check out with the 4 fouls. Martin at the line. 5 for 7 from the stripe today. 60% free throw shooter on the year. 17 for Addison. Offensive rebound, Bella Earl. Whistle, jump ball. Wildcats keep possession.
Tough couple of missed free throws there by Martin, but huge break for the Wildcats to keep possession of the ball and try to get another bucket. Cannot afford to let the Lumberjacks take this lead in the 4th quarter. Got to do whatever they can to keep it themselves.
Both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way. McClement Call a deflection and a steal. SFA a chance to take the lead. Their last lead came in the 1st quarter. And they'll turn it over instead. Turnover number 20.
Really good ball movement here by SFA. You see here that Finau got it and tried to get it to more inside, but ball was just over her head and went out of bounds. ACU ball.
Ball into the front court. Dishes, McClement Call another steal. Trailed the play and got the steal, back-to-back possessions. Now Deck to try to get the Lumberjacks the lead, and she will. Chance for a three-point play. Foul on Wernley. Deck got it up off the glass and got it to fall. And SFA plays with the lead.
Deck has played so big in today's basketball game. Having a great offensive day. So you see her there at the line. Coach Bishop's got to be happy with her performance so far.
It's a new career high for Kyla Deck. She misses the free throw. She's got 26. SFA has the lead. And now a steal and another putback. Kyla Deck. Julie Goodenough asked for a timeout. Kyla Deck, 28 points on 11 of 15 shooting. Missed the free throw, stayed with the play, picks the pocket of Hull and finishes at the rim. SFA has outscored ACU 25-9 here in the quarter and have their largest lead at 80-77.
And Coach Bishop is fired up on the sideline, trying to get his girls to continue to put a lot of pressure on the Wildcats. Keep fighting here in this fourth quarter and at the end of this game.
Well, Jaden, here's the thing to remember, I think, with 2:47 remaining, you still have time. It's not panic mode yet. It's a one-possession game. Yeah, SFA is hot right now. But for both teams, play this thing out. It's not down to the final possession yet. Still 2:45 to go.
Yeah, I think we have a great one here today in Abilene, Andy. And similar to what we saw in the game in December, it's going to come down to the stretch. And whoever hits their free throws is going to be probably the big impact, key factor in this ball game.
Kyla Deck now with 30 points after the last two field goals. She has 30. Trinity Moore with 13. Peyton Hull has 29. Addison Martin has 17. The full court pressure has been impressive here in the fourth. Here's Hull in the backcourt, finds Bella Earl. Addison Martin calling for the basketball, can't get it. Bella will drive with the left hand, got it up and good. Bella's first field goal today. She's got 8. Back to a one-point game. Skip pass, McClement call. Deck a seam, jump stop. Got her own. McClement call, now a step. Blocked by Martin. Addison's got the board.
Something to watch down the end of this game. When Harden's in the game, Martin hasn't been playing a lot of help defense on girls driving into the paint. But there with Harden out, she's able to step up and get a couple big blocks there and get ACU the ball back in their hands.
Too high screen, Earl. She'll reverse. Lombard gets a hand on it, knocks it out of her hand. Julie Goodenough pleading for a foul call there, doesn't get it. Minute and a half to go. Moore top of the key, McClement called. Pulls the trigger for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. She's got 8. It's a 4-point game. Knocked out of bounds near sideline. Tyler McClement called, 30% three-point shooter. Squares it up and hits it in the clutch. Zoe Jackson back in for Gracie Wernley. 1:14 left. Martin works on Harden with 4 fouls. Up strong, whistle. And if it's a foul on Harden, she's done. And it is.
Great game plan by the Wildcats. As soon as Harden entered the game, they took it straight to her. Addison Martin's been playing some big basketball all day long. Now this is Harden's game is gonna come to an end.
8 points, 3 rebounds today for Harden. Just the 3rd time this season she has not finished in double figures. Quick breather for Trinity Moore, right back on the floor. Martin missed her last 2 free throws. Left that one short.
As I mentioned earlier, Martin being off the floor is huge for ACU on the defensive side of the ball. It allows Martin to be able to come up and help defense in the paint when needed to.
3-point game, we hit the 1-minute mark.
1 minute.
Finau, Lombard. 12 on the clock for Deck. A Clement call, a step. Finau left all alone on the backside block. It's a 5-point lead for the Lumberjacks. And a Julie good enough timeout. Backside block just left all alone. And Finau finishes. ACU has given up a 13-point lead here in the quarter. Stephen F. Austin with 30 points here in this final 10 minutes. They've outscored ACU 30-12. And now it's a 2-possession game. SFA 6 of their last 8 from the field. 57% for the game, 32 of 56. Wildcats at 45%, 27 of 60.
I think I mentioned it just after the third quarter had started. ACU wanted to take away the inside threat for the SFA offense, and SFA was going to have to hit some big shots to get back in this game, and that they have. Players like Kyla Deck and McClintock Call have come up big down the stretch, making some big, tough shots to get back in this game, and now ultimately a 5-point lead here with under a minute left in this game.
Still a chance here in a 2-possession game to get it down in the block, get you 2 quick ones. Don't have to rely on the 3-point shot quite yet. For SFA, it's a matter of taking care of the basketball, making free throws down the stretch. 30-point quarter for the Lumberjacks on the road.
All right, Wildcats, 42 seconds on
ACU
your
does not
feet.
have a timeout left, so we're on the road from now on. SFA still with 2.
All a touch, 3, blocked by Lombard. Finau has it. And now the Lumberjacks, again, run clock, take care of the basketball, make free throws. Wildcats gonna have to foul, and there's the foul on Troxel. Boy, what a huge momentum boost here for SFA if they hang on and win this thing. They are about to head home for a 4-game homestand. Seattle U, Utah Valley, California Baptist, and Grand Canyon all coming to Nacogdoches.
A couple big games there. A couple weeks there. California Baptist and Grand Canyon, the 2 teams top of the WAC. It's gonna be some tough basketball there out in Nacogdoches.
2 for 2 for Deck. It's a 7-point lead, the largest of the afternoon for the Lumberjacks. Wildcats with a push. Jackson a 3, right side. Got it! Back to 4 with 12 seconds left.
That's a foul again.
Deck center of the floor, and there's the Zoe Jackson foul. ACU will be on the road next week. It's a tough 2-game road stretch at California Baptist, at Grand Canyon. The top 2 teams in the WAC, both on the road next week. ACU did beat California Baptist here in Abilene. Deck at the line makes the first.
A couple really tough games next week for ACU, but if there's ever a time to be playing those teams, it's right now. ACU's playing some of their best basketball and really on a hot stretch here towards the end of the regular season.
It was 89-82 in Nacogdoches. It's 89-83 as the Wildcats will come up the floor. Jackson a deep 3, and that will come short, and that's how today's contest comes to an end. 34 fourth quarter points for the Lumberjacks of SFA. They come in and erase a 13-point fourth quarter deficit to get the 6-point win. Your final score, SFA 89 and ACU 83. The Lumberjacks 16-9, now 10-4 in the WAC. ACU falls to 11-12, and even 7-7 in conference play. SFA shoots 57%, ACU at 44. Let's send it upstairs. Roman Raffelli's upstairs. Matthew Dela Cruz, guys.
Thanks, Andy. Really tough ending there for ACU. Couldn't control Kyla Deck. Matthew, what did you think of that fourth quarter?
What a wild fourth quarter that was, Roman. SFA red hot and disciplined in that fourth quarter. They came out 3 fourth quarter turnovers overall while forcing 10 turnovers to the Wildcats. That stifling defense kept them in the game and eventually got them the result they wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kyla Deck having 34 points is huge for them. Peyton Hull had 29. We were looking at, potentially breaking her career record today, but the defense just, couldn't keep up. And SFA, put a lot of pressure on ACU's really young roster and ultimately led to a lot of turnovers, and they just couldn't come through today.
And credit SFA defensively. The schemes that they drew up to get Kyla Deck involved, getting to the bucket and giving her shots that she enjoys taking, that the coaching staff knows she can take and make, and that they're confident in. Great game plan by the coaching staff from SFA. And what a way to step up when one of your key impact players is playing limited minutes.
Absolutely. Well, that's the final here. SFA beating ACU 89-83. I'm Roman Raffelli. That's Matthew Dela Cruz. We'll throw it back down to Andy.
Roman, Matthew, thank you. What an impressive fourth quarter by SFA. They erase the 13-point deficit and get the 6-point win. Kyla Deck, 34 points today. It overshadows Peyton Hull, who had 29. Great day of basketball all the way around.
Yeah, Kyla Deck had an outstanding day on the offensive side of the ball. That's 2 games that she's played really good against ACU. I think the story down the stretch was how well Stephen F. Austin's pressure defensively affected ACU in that offense. They only shot 33% in that fourth quarter, SFA shooting 61%. That was the big difference there in the fourth quarter of the game.
And no chance to really relax as ACU will go on the road for California Baptist in Grand Canyon. SFA heads home. They're right in the mix of conference championship conversation because they still control their own destiny with the top teams coming to Nacogdoches here over the next 2 weeks. Jaden, enjoyed it, my friend. Great job. So, hey, that's been a presentation of the Western Athletic Conference here on ESPN. All games airing on the ESPN networks. They're streaming live. They're archived on the ESPN app. 89-83 is our final score today from Abilene. Till next time, for Jaden West, Courtney String, Matthew Dela Garza, Roman Raffelli, and the whole crew led by Hutton Harris, I'm Andy Penny. So long. Take care. Good night from Abilene.